Well, that is very much a collegiate process. The senior writers at the Week are all assigned newspapers, 2 or 3 newspapers a day to read, magazines, various other things. We sometimes swap them around. And we have famous little yellow sheets on which we note down, as we go through the week, we start getting an idea of what we think is probably the most entertaining article from a right-wing perspective, left-wing perspective, or not even from a political perspective, but just purely interesting. So we write down as we go along our candidates for best British articles. We write down what we think is likely to be the most entertaining story of the week, the most interesting, the most controversial. One of the things that is a great pleasure, I think, for the reader of the week, to go back to a previous question and incorporate it with this, is precisely that the week has such a clear and well signposted format. We have controversy of the week, main stories, best British articles, and then the funny bits like it must be true I read it in the tabloids, or it wasn't all bad, boring but important, these things. So people start having a sort of familiarity with all of this, the pleasure of knowing, what are they going to select for this? So there's an anticipation coming up, and we follow those same headings in our minds quite clearly and actually jot them down on these little yellow pieces of paper. Am I allowed to show you one of these to the camera? These, in which we write down the dates, the newspaper, where it comes from, and then the topic and where we think it will fit in the magazine. And so there's 4 or 5 of us, 6 of us doing that all through the week, and we'll then foregather on a Monday morning in the boardroom round there, and we'll then thrash out amongst ourselves what we think the shape of the magazine is going to be like for the coming week.